You know what? I'm going to play APOC. I'm going to play Piper. My gut said Piper. I like both of these. I had a fun Muerte game earlier. All right, hang on. I want to look at this this D&D character, man. We got human, rogue, neutral, criminal. So I'm not evil, but I'm not good. Human, rogue, neutral, criminal. Low strength. I see big stat boost to dex, a little bit to constitution, a little bit to intelligence. A minus stat to wisdom. +1 to charisma? Okay, yeah, okay. I don't know if I'm super charismatic, but I got some. So I think that reflects me fairly well. At least a little bit charismatic. Oh, I wish I hadn't sold that chicken first. Or whatever I sold. I cleared out a shop slot. I wish I hadn't cleared it. Whatever shop slot I just cleared and forgot. I wish I hadn't done it. Skills. Stealth +5. Persuasion +3. There we go. Investigation +3. Sleight of hand +5. That makes sense. Disguise kit. Thieves tools. Language common. Thieves can't. Leather sword or leather armor, short sword, short bow, and 20 arrows. I better use those sparingly. Burglar's pack. A burglar's pack consists of a backpack, a bedroll, 10 torches, a tinderbox, 10 days worth of rations, 50 feet of hempen rope, a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pittons. What's a pitton? 10 torches, a water skin, and a disguise kit. Oh yeah, gotta have a disguise kit. Bam asked an AI to build me a character, and then posted it in the Discord. And I'm looking at the result of that. I like you. I like you. I like you. You don't get to slay this turn, okay? Sorry about that and all. Let's see what else we've got. Features and traits. Criminal contract. Or criminal contact. You have a contact within the criminal underworld who provides you with assistance from time to time. Fast hands. You can use the bonus action granted by your cunning action to make a dexterity sleight of hand check. Use your thieves' tools to disarm a trap or open a lock. Or take the use an object action. Class feature, sneak attack. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to creatures you hit with an attack if you have advantage on the attack roll. Let's use finesse or a ranged weapon. What in the... Oh, I got dragons nested. I'm at 28. That's criminal. It should be impossible to be this low health this early in a game. When you're this hero. How am I taking all this? See, this is why it's good I stopped paying attention to combats. Okay, actually, I took a normal amount of damage over the first two, but it just, this hit broke me. Taking a full board of damage. Not, you know, but for that turn. Bonus action to take the dash, disengage, or hide action. Thieves can't. You know the secret language of thieves, which allows you to communicate with other thieves and pass messages to them. Only thieves can understand this. My rogue spells, I have cantrips. I can do minor illusion or true strike. I get charm person, disguise self, and sleep. Oh, I'm good at sleeping, so that makes sense. That's like totally a skill I have in real life. I didn't realize it would translate well to D&D, but... and then we got... I'm convinced that when you're playing Midas, you either take 8th place or take 2nd or 3rd place, and it's all determined based on how many baby roots you find in the first few turns. I'm pretty convinced. Now, granted, I'm not saying I got a great board or anything, but I'm just saying I've been playing the shops. It hasn't led me to anything cool yet. And why baby roots? Because on those first few turns, if you get an upgraded baby root as King Midas, nobody can stop you. Nobody can kill your front line. And a dragon can't kill the upgraded baby root because it's got too much health. I think baby roots on level 2 are the things that I notice most on Midas that destroy me. Outside of that, I don't think Midas is all that great, but the baby roots make Midas, like, just like Black Cat is a Vela's signature hero, for a hero that I don't play because I don't enjoy it, I think baby root might kind of be King Midas's signature hero. 16 health at 3.1, yeah. No, Ralphie. Go to sleep. Let the other kids learn. Hit the 2-2. Yeah. I think it might have been Midas right out of the stream. I think we're going to have to take a short words on stream break after the conclusion of this round because I'm thinking I need to stand up and stretch. It's been the most obnoxious game today. 10 health on 3.2. 10 health on 3.2. Yeah, Root on Pup is good too. It's not a strong board, but it's not so weak that, like, it's not so god-awful that I should be at 10 right now. I'm just taking the Needle Nose to help me out. I'm taking the 3 of Shields to help me out. I'm just going to be scrambling. And it's not that this is that unusual of a position for me to be in. I am often taking some damage early to delay my power spike a little bit to, you know, come online in a big way later. I need to keep the... I want to sell that, but I kind of need the stats on it. That's a good shop. Crap. I wish that weren't a good shop. So, kind of similar to how Midas destroyed me with the Baby Root, 3 of Shields is especially good on level 3. It becomes less good over time, but on level 3, getting a little bit of HP on your stuff is really, really good. Baby Roots are really good on 2 and 3, and then all of a sudden they're not anymore when people can start getting 10, 20, 30 attack pretty easily. But that 3 of Shields was actually really handy in this spot. Okay. I guess Ring of Thunder? Bad Moon? I don't see how we're Bad Mooning from here at 10. Yeah, I'll take Cloak. I'll just take a flat stat buff for you. Yo! Beebs! Thanks for the follow. Not convinced I've decided how I'm going to pronounce your name yet. But I suppose if you just told me what to say, I would say that. But if you don't feel like it, you don't have to. But I appreciate the follow. I need something ranged back here, not these. This is not good. Liar. 3 suns and 1 star. Alright, we're just going to throw the Earthquake. I'm going to collect all the mice. I don't know what you were wanting to. It just be... What? Beebs. Okay. Gut instinct was right. Alright, we are going to win this fight and get a Polyslide. And it's a Robinwood. It does feel good, though, when you get into the situation where you got popped early by someone really hard, and then 10 turns later you come back and you're like, now I'm the one with the stats. 10 health on 3.2. Oh, yeah. In response to the... Just, okay. Like, I like a challenge, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't signing up for this much of a challenge. We're strong now. I can certainly spend 5 on XP. Please tell me that we're actually strong now, though. Can't seem to find my trips. I'm rolling by a lot of feasters, but I'm just feeling too far behind to feast. Feasting has a certain calendar and schedule. I was hoping for some other good stuff here. I don't know. I think I'd rather have the possible Slayer, the gold. This being a 9-10 versus a 9-8, it's not... The difference there is not that great. Still going to lead Stag. I think as long as I get the buff on Robinwood, I'm pretty happy camper. There are hotkeys to roll the board. I'm glad you asked. What you want to do... I'll show you the settings menu real quick, but you got to go into the settings and make sure they're enabled. And then by default... Well, not... I say by default, but it's the only option. You can use R or spacebar to re-roll. And you can use L as in lock or control to lock. There are hotkeys for rolling and locking. So if you go into your settings and you go into options right here, you got to make sure that these are checked. Like I don't have lock keys checked, so L won't lock anything for me. And you can uncheck the roll keys so that in case if you find yourself accidentally hitting spacebar and rolling, you can turn that off. But I just always leave mine on. You get used to it. Like, R is in roll or spacebar. And if it's not working, you got to go double check that menu. Dang, that right there. That's it's worth the price of entry today. Like that's so useful and so good to know about. I legitimately, I'm really glad you asked. I like answering those kinds of questions. Watch over me. Need a Wombats, kinda. Yeah, Wombats is a good power up here. You gotta go. You people arrive. You're gonna play because you're a nice little board bufferoo. Sure, I'll attack first. Alright, it's something like this. That was so obnoxious when writing a bug report didn't overrule your lock keys, I remember, yeah. You'd be typing away, and every time you'd insert a space, it would lock, or it would roll. Dang, we got our poly sniped, but probably better that than getting our Robin Hood sniped by that mummy. Alright, I like this. I like this. I don't need that. I don't care about the slay buff. Now I want that black cat back and everything else. I don't care. If it's got a summon, I'm taking it. Doesn't have a summon. Don't think I want it. I don't think I can get away with sharding that, though, to any positive effect. There are no evil level 3 summons. It's mostly range stuff that I'm usually shooting for when I shard for a 3. I don't think I want a mummy or anything like that. I'll just save my spellcast for the turn. Never playing this again. This wants to move up in the attack sequence. This wants to actually be back here. This might have to go on the bench. Or this wants to be back here. I think we gotta... Let's take one of these. More summons? I am the guy who should be... I'm the hero who should more easily see and find things that summon things. Okay. I'll go like this for right now. You enabled hard mode. This new summoning portal is strong. I like it a lot. It's spicy. Especially on Piper, where I'm just going to be naturally finding animals anyway. Oh, here's the person who had the early Dragon's Nest and did like... Was it 1, 2, 5, 6, 9 damage to me on 2.2. That player did 9 damage to me on 2.2. Okay, we're 6 now, so I'm not going to play around with trifling little mice. I might play around with trifling Boomhildas. Those turn out to be really good. I might take a Bear Stain. Those turn out to be fairly good. You know, the Bearstein may be a pretty good hit in this spot. Might be. Probably going to do this and this. I don't know. This is still like the best buff of what remains. The funny thing is, I don't really go hunting too hard for a treasure map here. I'd rather get a singing sword, but I can't afford the Herc. There are some things we would like. GG, LOL, FYI, please, bro. They switched into what I find to be a fairly effective thing to do on Midas too. This person Midases. That's all I know for sure. If you had to double check and go, hey, does this person Midas? This person Midases. Fortunately, I am bonus XP and they have mediocre spells in the hopper right now. So, no Pigos to like totally remove everything from my board. They can get some pretty good spells here. But it shouldn't be entirely devastating. Yeah, you do kind of want a Spellweaver to go along with that strat. That game plan. Anything I care about treasure mapping into? I think that's 3 gold in the wrong direction this turn until I get a few more things on this board. I think I am so much better suited getting a few more, like, baby bear, 3 big pigs, time flies. Any and all of that stuff I think suits me so much better. You know what? This is worth doing, even if it's not upgraded. It's going to come back big. Gets another summon in the pool. We need some more summons, brah. 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 Baby bear. All right. Boom, 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 boom. You gotta have a little flourish when you sell stuff, you know? I'm gonna put these 2 first. Oh, this is gonna get the Robinwood buff. That's why that's there. Do you think an Earthquake does anything? Might. They had 2 black cats. Oh, I already cast a spell. Ah, sell for spell. Lol. That's fine. We wanted to see one more shop just in case there was something cool to look at, and there wasn't, so we just didn't want that gold. Or so how come every time I come to your stream you're forcing animals? Excuse me! This was not a force! Keith, you missed the start of this game where I managed to get to 10 health by 3.1. I couldn't win a fight. Everybody, I bump into somebody, I bump into a waddle that's made a dragon's nest. And has 2 dragons and an upgraded gruff, and I can't kill anything. I take 9 on 2.2 to that. And then I just keep taking damage. I bump into Midas, who hits me with upgraded baby root, upgraded something other. There's like 3 upgrades, but you know, upgraded baby root support behind it all. I take like 10 plus to that on 3.0 or 3. It was. I was down to 10 health on 3.1. I've been sitting on 10 health for the last 75 turns, and I am somehow still alive and somehow dragging this one back towards sanity. Can't be spending 2 gold tripling that up. The benefit's not high enough. These time flies are good though. Time flies are real good. I'd like another. We're ready for another Bearstein. Hey, there it is. Let's go. We need a soul tack too. Can eaten units still grow? Only, yeah, well, yes, and also, so they're once you crack something, the only one that grows while it remains inside of the crock is Scion of the Storm. The other common things you may think about crocking are Hippocampus and, say, Wizard's Familiar. Those will not grow if an animal summons or a spell is cast respectively while they're inside the crock. But if the crock pops first, and you have things that summon mid-fight or cast spells mid-fight, then they'll grow, and they'll keep that growth when they're out of the crock. Whoa. Everybody playing copycat this lobby? Excuse me. Fortunately, there's only 1 range thing. As long as that doesn't catch too much of the buff here, we should be in okay shape. It's got a spooky little ghost. Oh, it's tiny! Biggest tiny I ever did see. Time flies! Totally called the time flies in the next shop. Yes and no, Falco. I want the croc earlier because it might summon a giant range character that I want to shoot immediately. So there's an argument both ways. I'm going to opt to position for the potential giant ranged character joining the fray ASAP, like getting it shot off. But I'm not saying your positioning would be bad. I'm just saying this is my preference. We need a soul tack is primarily what I'm looking for right here. There's even a mummy over there. I don't need a fly triple. That's unnecessary. This is silly, but not playing upgraded Robin would seem so weird, but it is the play. Not going to be pumpkin from here. Oh, you know why I managed to survive after that point? I think like the following turn I made Needle Nose daggers, and Needle Nose is OP. There's a shop and a half. Do I ever risk it? Ah! Dang, I just like wasting gold in this game. I don't know what it is. We need Soul Tack yesterday. We need Soul Tack 7 turns ago. Oops. Oh, okay. I don't need Soul Tack against this. But this is big. Ah, Queen of Hearts. Actually, though, the other reason to put the wombats earlier is you don't know if an animal is going to summon out of it, whereas I know an animal is going to summon out of everything else, so I kind of want the summoning portal stats guaranteed to land on an animal. I'm just now thinking that through. Like, that does make a lot of sense, too. It's not about making the biggest wombat summon you can. It's about getting, like, the feistiest fight for it, too. Like, imagine if a good boy pops out of there with all those extra wombat stats. And it goes out of there in one. I needed Singing Sword. Man, Ivory does nothing for animal summons. Embiggening Stone does nothing for animal summons. Skip. Cool. What do we know about this? Good aligned. 97 million % chance that it's just a bunch of killer royals. I'm going to play another one of these. I'm going to play another one of those. But I'm not going to play another one of those this turn. I'm going to err on the side of wombats because it might just make a good boy, like I'm saying. In which case, it's good boy in time. It's got to be... What? How you liking those headphones? Oh, they're perfect, Billy. They're perfect. I can wear them all day. I can keep wearing them after I'm done streaming. Like these things are perfect. They're exactly what I was hoping. They fit the... And they sound great, too. Like, they're the kind of headphones that I can put on some music that I really like and just close my eyes and enjoy. Glad we got an animal out of that. That was the first time one of these wombats... Time flies! One of these wombats made an animal. Owl is just better than daggers. No, it's not. No, it's not. Wildernesser. Think about what my board wants to do. My board doesn't care about the starting part of the tokens. My board cares about what spits out later, and those daggers triple up, right, with the Bear Stain. The daggers are actually a lot of attack. No way is Owl better than daggers when you're playing animal summons. I thought about sacrificing the shield for the box, too, because sometimes the health isn't that relevant, but sometimes the tokens value trade and get so big and obnoxious that it's still worthwhile. This one had... Ooh, we got a soul tack. This one's got dragons for days. Oh, no. I'm taking board upgrades, but I got a soul tack. What do we know? We know that they really were excited about the concept of the feast. They take the feast very seriously. I could give Pigo that I can't afford. I can't afford it right now. I could still afford a soul tack. I'd have to sell a little bit more to get to it. Soul tack's so important. All right, I can't afford a soul tack anymore. Plus 10 on the Bear Stain's a pretty good little rando. If I had to random spell something up, plus 10 on the Bear Stain's pretty good. If they were feasting, I don't think they're dragoning. They had Dragon's Nest the whole game. They have dragoned me every turn we have fought. I got so lucky there. Also, time flies. Oh, it's a cat. Wow, I got ridiculously lucky. I think you're overvaluing what daggers add here. Yeah, but like... There's so many misses on the 7s, I'd rather just have the daggers. There are some really good hits, but there's some things like, I'm not going to get any value out of Black Prism, I'm too dead to use a Holy Grail, But yeah, I guess in this case, we disagree. I've got guaranteed Needle Nose Dagger value right here, which is giving a whole bunch of attack across the board over time, versus the high roll was... Oh, you wanted Owl, you're arguing for the Owl. I guess it was okay on the Uncrocked Wombat. We intended to ditch the Boomhilda at some point. It's just the starting stats on your board don't... Owl is not a Summon's Treasure. Owl was never in the picture. Yeah, no, Owl was never a consideration. Like, it was box or it was daggers. It was box with the hope of getting Fairy Queen's Wand or maybe Mirror Mirror, but it was never Owl.